Do you ever feel like your English is okay, but it still doesn't sound fluent? Maybe you know the words. You understand people. But when you speak, something feels a little off. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. In this video, we're going to show you some simple tricks to help you sound more fluent, starting today. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you don't miss our daily videos, and like this one if you find it helpful. Alright, let's talk about how to sound more fluent in English, even if you're still learning. Here's the first trick. Stop speaking like a robot. Many English learners speak slowly and clearly, which is good at first. But real English speakers don't talk like robots. They connect words together. They change sounds. So if you want to sound fluent, try to connect your words. Instead of saying, I am going to eat, say, I'm gonna eat. Native speakers do this all the time. It's called linking or reduction. It makes your speech sound more natural, and it's something you can practice every day. Another powerful trick is using filler phrases. Fluent speakers don't always know exactly what to say. But they keep talking. They use short phrases to give themselves time to think. For example, you can say, you know, or, well, or, let me think. These are not just sounds, they help keep the conversation going. Try saying, well, I think it's a good idea, instead of just saying, good idea. It sounds smoother and more confident. Now let's talk about intonation. That means the rise and fall of your voice when you speak. A flat voice sounds boring. But fluent speakers move their voice up and down. They make some words stronger. For example, when you say, really? I didn't know that, your voice goes up and down. It shows emotion. It shows surprise. It sounds alive. If your voice stays the same all the time, it can sound a little strange. So practice changing your voice. Use emotion. Be expressive. Here's another simple but useful trick, pause in the right places. You don't need to speak fast to sound fluent. In fact, speaking too fast can make your English harder to understand. Instead, focus on where you pause. Native speakers usually pause between phrases, not in the middle of a word or sentence. For example, yesterday. I went to the store, and bought some apples. These small pauses make your English sound relaxed and clear. And they also help you think while you speak. You can also sound more fluent by learning sentence starters. These are short phrases that begin a sentence naturally. Things like, I guess, or, I'm not sure but, or, it depends. When you use these, your sentences feel more complete. Instead of saying just, maybe, say, I guess it might work. These small changes make a big difference in how fluent you sound. Another big one, use contractions. Fluent speakers say, I'm, not, I am. They say, he's, not, he is. If you always say the full form, it sounds formal and not very natural. Of course, full forms are okay sometimes. But if you want to sound like a native speaker, contractions are key. Try this, she's going to be late, instead of, she is going to be late. It flows better and sounds more relaxed. You can also practice shadowing. That means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say, almost like an echo. This helps with rhythm, pronunciation, and flow. Choose short, clear sentences. Play one, pause, and repeat. Try to copy the speed, the tone, and the emotion. It may feel hard at first, but it really helps. Now here's something important to remember. Sounding fluent is not the same as being perfect. You don't need to know every word. You don't need perfect grammar. Fluency is about confidence, rhythm, and using the language in a natural way. So don't wait until you feel ready. Start using these tricks now. So let's review a few ideas quickly. Connect your words. Use filler phrases. Practice intonation. Pause naturally. Use sentence starters and contractions. Try shadowing. And most of all, keep going. Every time you practice, you're training your brain and your mouth to work together. And that's how fluency grows. If this video helped you, share it with someone who's also learning English. And we want to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell us which trick you want to try first. Do you use contractions? Do you practice linking? Let us know. And remember, we post new English learning videos every single day. So come back tomorrow and keep growing your English with us. You're doing great, just keep speaking.